Hey Aquarius! Welcome back to the Guiding Chariot. I hope you are all doing very well. Whew. Alright, I kind of want to just jump into your reading. So I'm going to start shuffling, but house rules still apply. This will be a general message for all Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Cross watchers also welcome. Just know that my only ask is that you take these messages as they resonate. Something pops up, doesn't match your circumstances, just means that message wasn't for you. Leave it on the table, take the rest. Oh, couldn't. You know what, we're taking those. Couldn't even wait. I had planned to do the love readings this week. Oh, you guys got 3. I planned to do the love readings, but I've just been in a completely different vibe. If you saw the Lunar New Year video, you'll kind of know what's up. So I'm kind of focusing this on what is coming to us through the 222 portal coming up next Monday. So really focused on what our rewards are, you know, if Spirit will tell us. Also, how do we best align with them, right, to make sure they come as soon as possible. So that's really my focus. Love readings will come out next week if you're waiting for the love readings. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, so Aquas, I know we've had a few rough weeks. It looks like this is a chance to really heal and break from it. So far, that seems to be, I mean, I still have to do Libra next, but that's kind of been a pattern with you air signs this cycle. It's been a lot of healing for you guys. So you guys got turn away, right? So literally, I was going to say something and it made it sound kind of harsh, but we're going to go with it anyway. But turning away, it's literally like turning your back on something. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you don't care about this person maybe or the situation, but it's going to do more harm to you to hang on to it or to prolong this or to try and stick it out. It'll do more harm than walking away, right? It's a detriment to probably both you and this person to stay, right? You also have breaking free. Very similar, but this, to me, where turn away is really like it's just better to go. Breaking free is you finding freedom, you finding release, right? Because there's other things you could be doing or should be doing than taking care of whatever this situation is that the turn away card is talking about. And then you also have awareness. And to me, the awareness card is really bridging the two together, right? Like I told you, I feel like the turn away, some of you may be connected to a situation where maybe this has to do with a loved one or, you know, a partner, a family member. And, you know, you care about this person, you want the best for this person, you want to help this person. Honestly, I just feel like there's not much influence that you have on this situation, right? Whatever needs to change has to happen within them, right? And I think that's why the turn away card is coming up, because there's really nothing you can do, or the amount of time and energy and resources you'd put into it to make really no effect would just be a burden to you, right? And for some, your involvement may actually make the situation worse, right? It could trigger someone, it could make it more frustrating for someone. Like, that's really what I see this turn away card is. It's more of a it's more of a confirmation that this is just kind of what has to be done. It's not really saying it's going to feel good. It's not going to say it's easy. It doesn't feel like just turning away, like, oh, I just have to walk another direction. Like, it does almost kind of feel like you're turning a cold shoulder to something. But I honestly, in this situation, I feel like that's kind of what is needed. Like, you have to, for your freedom, right? You kind of have to set yourself free because you're getting wound up in it. Like, almost like this octopus, like, you have to release these suckers, otherwise it's literally just going to drain you. It's just going to trap you. Oh, Aquarius. You guys get the heavy ones. And then this awareness card comes out. To me, this is just having a real awareness of the situation. Hey, Aqua, sorry about that. There was a motorcycle going by, so I wanted to let him pass. With this awareness card, to me it's because this is really connected to someone you care about or someone you really want to support and help and offer healing to. But this awareness is really about taking a more detached look at it, so you can actually see the situation for the reality of what it is without, the emotional filter, right? Because your heart is open. You want to help this person. You want to take care of this person, or it might even be a collective. It might even be a group of people, and that's not a bad thing. Your heart is always in the right place, but like I said, I think it's going to do more damage to be more and more involved, to you, to them. And I know I like, it feels heavy for me to say, but I honestly, I feel like that's the best thing you can do for yourself in the situation. But it makes my heart feel heavy, so I know you guys definitely are deeply attached to, again, this person, this situation, whatever it is that is going on. I knew something was going to pop out. 7 of Cups. We're going to take that as bonus advice. I'm going to put that with you guys. Definitely feeling confused, distracted. What do I do? I almost feel like Spirit's hijacking your reading. We're like, no, we got bigger things to talk about. We're not talking about rewards. Look, 8 of Swords, yeah. Possibly not liking this feeling, right? Of feeling trapped, feeling helpless. Because I don't necessarily feel you're trapped. I mean, maybe some of you might be feeling that way. But I feel like this 8 of Swords is more speaking to how you wish you could help someone. How you wish you could do something about it. 5 of Swords, yeah. So we got, there's some type of external conflict that's causing tension with you. May even be hurting you, right? Could even be unintentional, because you can see in the 5 of Swords, the main character got, right, they're all play fighting, right? But someone got hurt, someone got cut. I almost feel like you're the penguin. You're the one trying to offer support and be like, it's okay, you're gonna be okay. We're gonna get you a band-aid, right? I kind of feel like you're the penguin in this situation. You've kind of been shouldering whatever this situation. This little boy is the situation or the person you're involved with. You've been shouldering a lot of pain and a lot of burden recently. Oh, Aquas. I just want to give you guys a hug. Like, oh, all right. Okay, we're getting a little I'm going down the emotional lane instead of reading these cards. Forgive me, it's my Cancer side doing that. 8 of Swords. So again, it's that helplessness feeling. And again, I don't think this is you. I think this is just you, like, wanting to do more, wishing you could do more. And then you even have the 2 of Swords underneath that, which is an impasse, right? This 2 is a block. I don't know how to move forward. I can't progress the situation. So even they're feeling blocked as well. Bottom of that stack is the High Priestess. So having to go within, trusting your intuition, right? I almost feel like physically you don't have much power, but through intention, maybe for some of you through prayer, if you're religious, energetically there are things you can be doing. All right, Aqua? So, and I don't know, maybe you may or may not believe in that, and it depends what your own spiritual practice or religious beliefs are, but I feel like energetically that's how you can help this situation, right? It's not so much physically it has to fall on this other person or this group that we're talking about, but you energetically can make a lot of things happen and influence things through your energy, through your prayers. That's where the magic happens. Then we have this Empress card coming out after this 8 of Swords. And very interesting, you would never think the Empress card would make sense with the 8 of Swords. But to me, this is where that High Priestess energy, you have power, but the way you wish you could use it, the way you wish you could cause change, not going to make it through this time, right? So we have to use this motherly, nurturing energy in a different way. And again, we have communication coming up with the Eight of Swords. So to me, this is really you sending communication. This is you sending messages. Whether it's just trying to reach out and talk to this person, explain things. For some of you, again, we were talking about prayers and intentions, so that definitely can play a big role. And then we also have the Death card popping up in here. So it feels a little heavy to see that, considering what we're talking about. But death is also a form of transformation and a transition in tarot, right? So it definitely can signify growth and moving out of one phase into another. Easing out of one phase into the next, okay? So I don't want that to come off super, super heavy. And again, I feel like you've been shouldering this for a while. If you're moving to the next deck, we have the Nine of Wands, which is dedication, right? Because this is holding your ground, standing, fulfilling your responsibilities, taking care of something, and not willing to budge. Not willing to budge. Like, this is where I'm meant to be. This is what I'm supposed to be doing, right? With this Nine of Wands. I'm telling you, with that breakaway card, like, you gotta let this one go. Like, I get it feels right to do that, but that's where that objective awareness comes in. Like, what am I actually doing? What effect am I having? Is what am I having to put into this? Is there a balance, right? So I know it's a weird thing to say. Take it how it resonates. And then you have two sixes. You have the Six of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. Six of Pentacles is all about being in the flow, right? Because it is a card of giving and receiving and allowing, resources, energies to kind of move through you. Be grateful for what comes in. Offer support when you can, how you can, right? Trusting in that flow, trusting in the right moments coming in and just kind of letting it be. We're not forcing anything. We're just being grateful for what comes in and then sending it back out, right? However we can. And then Six of Swords, things getting better, right? The Six of Swords is moving into calmer waters, moving forward into easier times. The hard part is behind us, and having the communication and the rebirth in the Death card and the Eight of Wands. That's going to be the moment where we get some release, right? That's where this happens, right? So trusting after all of that things are going to, either get better, return to normal, feel more familiar. All that. I want to go through the bottom of the deck because this is you guys, it's kind of a heavy reading this week. So Five of Swords, Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands. Told you you've been shouldering this for a while. And again, Ten of Wands is all about burden. This has been a hard road. We have the Two of Pentacles, the need for balance, right? Finding equilibrium, so definitely connected to that Six of Swords. We also have the Emperor and the Chariot card. And the Hanged Man, and Strength. Oh my god, lots of big. Okay, this is big to have this many majors. So we also have the Emperor and Empress in there. So we could be talking about a soul connection, for sure, for those of you where this is a relationship. So it could be husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. Doesn't have to be, but it definitely could be. You also have the Chariot, another card of moving on, moving forward. It's the Hangman and the Strength card that stick out the most to me, because these are cards of introspection. Well, the Hangman is a card of introspection and going within. It also is a forced pause, right? You have no choice but to hang upside down and look at things differently and reevaluate the situation. But then you can see here we're stuck in the net having to deal with it. And though it's Strength, we're removing the net. We're free, right? We found that understanding. We find that clarity. So there is a power and a lesson to be learned. Well, a lesson to be learned and a power to be gained, for sure. And look, even underneath that, Eight of Swords, the need to walk away and spiritually release yourself from something. So, honestly, Aquarius, you guys might be going through a really hard time, dealing with a really scary situation. And I don't fault you for feeling that way, or feeling scared, or feeling worried, or stressed out. But there is... I don't want to say there is a reason, because it sounds so cliche to me to say that. There's a reason for it. But there's there is something to be gained. It's not all bad, right? There is a force in you that gets awakened, that gets strengthened, that you don't have right now, right? And this is probably one of the scarier ways to find that out about yourself, but sometimes there's no other way, or sometimes we're too stubborn otherwise to really do that type of work. So I do feel like something is kind of, I almost want to say, forcing you to do some of your own shadow work, right? It's kind of pushing you like, nope, this has to happen, and if it needs to happen this way, we're gonna make it happen this way. So how you resolve it, I think, really depends on how you learn this lesson. I literally just heard the word sacrifice. So it's like, are you willing to? It's like, this is giving me the weirdest. I don't know how this relates. So if this does resonate with you, please leave a comment down below, because I'm so fascinated with how this would play out. But it feels like there's whatever is happening, it's requiring you to give something of yourself, whether it's to break a habit, whether it's to admit something, to recognize something for what it truly is, right? To be incredibly honest with someone or with yourself. But it does feel like there's some type of sacrifice or payment, of sorts that needs to come through. And I think how willing you are to allow that to happen and to give that to whoever or whatever requires it, I think that will dictate how this situation plays out in the end. Like, you're going to level up regardless, but the ending, the full ending, how to anyone who's connected, I want to say is kind of dependent on what you offer up for it. This feels like a big test, like a big test. But I think it's the awareness. It's the awareness here, awareness of self for sure. That's going to be a big thing. Ooh. That was a crazy shuffle. You know what's so funny? Literally before, okay, we'll see what card comes out for you. There was one that actually popped out before I started this video, and I had no idea what it meant. I'm kind of curious to see if it'll come out again. But I definitely want to talk about it, because it was, why did I do that? Oh my God. Okay, we're definitely talking about it. So I had to look for it. You know what? That card came out too. You are gonna get out. Your magic number is 3, Aquarius. Legit. If 3 is a significant number for you, this is because you got 3 of these. I'm gonna give you 3 Divine Feminine cards. If 3 is a magic number for you, or an important significant number for you, there's something in this reading. Hold on. Sorry, I could feel that sneeze coming. All right, we'll go in order. So first one you got out was Ariadne, Mistress of the Labyrinth. Considering what's going on here, yes, it may feel like you're walking through a maze, not knowing which way to turn. We started with the 7 of Cups as well. Prompt reads, my soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. To me, this is connected to your High Priestess. This is that inner knowing, that inner voice, right? Trusting your gut instincts. And I hate saying instinct, because to me the High Priestess isn't really instinct. It's that higher self. It's your subconscious. So there is a kind of trusting and a need for faith in that energy. But that's where we get that understanding. That's where we get the secrets. Now this is the card that had popped out earlier, and when I was going through the deck, this was what was on the bottom. So had we just looked at the bottom of the deck, we would have seen this card. I'm gonna pronounce this name wrong. Aquilanda. So the reason so I read it, and her description is the goddess of never not broken, and I was like, well, that's a double negative. So she's the broken goddess. That, I don't know if that's something we want. Like, that doesn't sound like a fun thing. so I had to look it up, and literally her name means never not broken. Like, that is the actual translation. So it's definitely something significant. And I had to figure that out. I was like, what? So I was like reading about her, and she literally is broken. Like, she literally is in pieces, right? And her power lives in the ability to be broken apart and then put back together constantly. She's always being separated and then reunited. There was a story where she rides these like crocodiles, and she just kind of goes with the flow of the crocodile. So like the pieces of her just kind of go with the rhythm, right? But that's why she's never not broken, because she's kind of always in pieces. But that means she can never break, right? Because if you are broken, you can't be broken. So it sounds silly when you try to piece it together, but that's where her power lies. Like, you can never break me. You can never break me. I will always be put back together. I will always mend myself. And for you guys, this is so powerful, considering what you are going through in this reading, right? And I mentioned that this reading is really about rewards and clarity, and rewards and what's coming through the 222 portal. The center of your reading is messages. It is communication. So what you're manifesting is clarity about this situation, answers, right? I would almost say final answers. Like, I want this to be done. I want to understand why this is happening. What do we do about it? How do we fix it? How do we move forward? Fill in whatever meaning you have there. But this card's so significant to that. And then last one you get out was Mary of Nazareth, the Mother of God. Right? I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. So to me, I think this is you finding power through faith. If you're religious, it could definitely be going through your religious beliefs as well. So Christianity, Catholicism, whatever it is. But I think this is where and I kind of talked about that earlier, like having your power through prayer and more spiritual energy influence. So that would be a big thing for you. Don't try to force it. Don't try to take care of it in the 3D. This may be a time where you have to lean on faith. You need to lean on spirit. That's where your strength will come from, and that's how your influence can be felt, right? Because it's like your body can't get through the maze, but your soul knows the way, right? Your body may be broken, but your spirit never will be. You may not feel strong enough, but your faith will carry you through, right? Talk about... Ooh, that's a... Aquarius, that's a deep one. I'm going to need to lie down before I do Libra's reading. Whew. Aquas, I am sending you so much love. I'm going to have to wrap up your reading there. But, ooh. Stay strong, Aquarius. And I know you are. And you know you are. You're just in a really trying time. But be honest with yourself. Keep your awareness open. Keep your faith strong. I love you guys. Like I was saying before, feel free if you want to share something with me. You're more than welcome to drop something in the comments. And we can talk about it. Smash the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure the notification bell is on, all that silly YouTube stuff. But you honestly take care of yourself. Do what needs to be done. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition, because that really is what's going to guide you. Don't use your mind too much. Don't try to overanalyze and overprocess a lot of things. I really want to say, like, let your soul feel its way through this. All right, Aquas, I love you guys. Take care. I will see you in your next video. Bye.